The Rangers had to begin their training before they could transform, and because Adam was always very curious, he managed to find the Zord. In the scene where he is about to enter the cave with the Zord, we can see that Alpha magically moves from one place to another. In one scene, he is close to Jason, but when the scene changes, we can see that he is now further away, and then in the next scene, he is close to Jason again. A little later in this same scene, we can see a slightly funny mistake, as we can see that the Rangers continue running, but Alpha began to slowly fall to the ground. In the scene where Jason's father had the accident, we noticed something different, but it wasn't a mistake by the actors, but rather by the set and production team. After Sam had the accident, Jason is in the Zord and could see what was happening. If we look closely at the scene, we notice that the parked bus is facing Jason's left side and the cars near the accident are undamaged. However, when Jason starts running toward his father, we notice that the bus is now facing the right side and one of the cars near the accident is destroyed. After the Rangers find the Morphers, they are chased by the mountain security officers and the Rangers are fleeing in a van. Because this happens at night, the van obviously has its lights on, including the taillights. Despite this, in a very short scene, we could see that the lights were off, and we noticed this because even though there is light in the front of the truck, the taillights are off. In that same chase with the truck, the Rangers had an accident when the train hit them. The truck began to spin around a lot, and we can see that the rear axle broke. However, when the truck stopped spinning, we can see that the axle is no longer broken, which indicates that the truck also began to gain powers.
Oh my God! Wow!
After the Rangers gained their powers, the best way they found to test them was to jump off a cliff, and in the end, we saw Billy fall. The other Rangers approached the shore very frightened, and we see that Trini also approached the shore. Despite this, when the scene changes, Trini is not near the edge, and then she approaches again when Billy starts talking. Although this could be that Trini approached the first time and then moved away due to the shock of what had happened, since she had enough time to do all that, here is another mistake. After she approaches the second time, when Billy began to speak, Trini starts laughing and walks away, but in the scene change, which was only a camera zoom, we can see that Trini was still there, and when the scene changes again, she is quite far away. Before Billy fell, there was also an error in the jump scene, and this begins when the Blue Ranger is trying to make a decision. While Billy is thinking, the other Rangers are waiting for him on the other side, and we can see that Trini is sitting down. When Billy starts the jump, we can see Trini making a move to get up, and in the next scene, we can see that she is already standing next to the other Rangers. After this, the scene changes again, and we see Trini sitting down and getting up again. One mistake that very few people have noticed is about the hair dryer that Zordon has on the ship. The only entrance and exit to Zordon's ship that we see in the movie is through the water, and the first time the Rangers arrived at the ship, their hair was obviously wet. Despite this, every other time we saw the Rangers inside the ship, their hair was always dry and combed, except when Billy died. After the Rangers got their powers, Billy was at school and had a blue binder in his hand. At that moment, the bully approaches and throws Billy's binder on the ground. The bully tries to hit Billy, but we all know what happened. The mistake is that we never saw Billy pick up his binder from the ground, but when he leaves that place, we can see that he has the binder in his hands again. When Kimberly was in the bathroom and two girls arrived, we can see that one of them has her right hand near her shoulder. However, when the scene changes, we can see both girls in the bathroom mirror and we realize that now that same girl has her arms crossed. The first time Jason arrives at the room where everyone is in detention, we can see that the bully starts to bother Billy. At all times, this boy has his shirt sleeves rolled up to his elbows, but when he breaks Billy's pencil, the sleeves change, and quickly in the next scene, they change again.